And Alan is going to be in the kitchen with one of Ireland's most exciting and interesting new chefs.
Here with is he one of Ireland's most interesting new chefs? Paul is here with us, and what are we cooking up this morning, Paul?
We're going to go for a pearl barley risotto.
A pearl barley risotto?
Yeah, it's the healthier alternative.
Oh, okay. So I thought, when I'm looking at your cookbook, I was looking at some great breakfast ones. I thought we were going to get a big fry-up, but no, we're going to get a nice, healthy risotto from Paul Callahan's new book, and that's coming up very shortly.
He's a very interesting story, doesn't he, Al? He used to be a plasterer.
Yeah, a plasterer. Yeah. So we'd be plastering with the risotto.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. No, thank you very much, Al. We'll come to you later on. He has a fascinating story, though.
So anyway.
Coming up, we are going to be joined by Paul. Is it Calso, or what's he calling himself? We'll find out. Paul Callahan, the plasterer turned chef, who is cooking up a very gorgeous risotto.
You're very welcome back to R&D, and we're out in the kitchen now when we're cooking up a very healthy risotto this morning with Paul Callahan, or Calso. Paul Calso Callahan. Calso Cooks is your book. Yes. And tell us why Calso.
It was a nickname from football days. So it was shortened for Callahan, so it was Calso, yeah. So
Calso Cooks.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So you're making us a very healthy risotto this morning.
Yeah, well, it's an alternative. Instead of using the arborio rice, which you normally use in a risotto, I've got pearl barley here.
Right.
Which is full of fibre, very little carbohydrates in it. And it's basically, it's very filling, and it's just a healthier alternative.
But when people who like risotto and they like that, right?
Well, you see, I always had my risottos with the rice, and then I've changed to this now, and I have to say it's a sort of nuttier flavour coming through.
All right.
And it's just, as I say, for 100 grams of this measured out, it's 230 calories less than what the rice would be. So if you can imagine then, if you're making a pot of it, you know, that's good savings in your calories.
Okay, so, fair enough. Yeah. So what are we starting with?
Yeah, well, I've already sautéing off the leeks and the shallots and garlic here. So they've softened down now. So what I'll do is 200 grams here of the pearl barley measured out. And we'll just put that in dry for the moment. Give it a stir around. You want to toast off the barley like you would with the rice. It sort of encourages it to absorb more liquid then when it goes in. So we just toast that off for a few minutes.
Cooking, like, although it's a love of yours, it wasn't your first job. You were a plasterer.
Yeah, a plasterer by trade. Yeah.
And then, like,
cooking's only come about really this past 4 or 5 years now. So.
And that's amazing, because like literally doing that 4 or 5 years, and you've your own cookbook.
Yeah. Well, I moved down to County Clare after my plastering business come to an end, and I started just digging in the garden. I started growing my own fruit and vegetables, and with that then came the cooking, and it's just taken off from there. It's a passion that I've found, and it's just something that I
But while
really
you were plastering, did you still have the passion for cooking? Like,
no, not at all.
Not at all?
No. I was breakfast rolls and...
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So I've got some stock here. So what you do is normally put your stock in ladle by ladle. So just out of handiness today, and I've just put it into the jug. And you just... The thing about a risotto sort of seems scary to a lot of people. For some reason it's been made that way. But it's the kind of thing, if you have everything prepared beforehand, it's simple. You know, it's simple then. It's just a matter of looking after it. Keep ladling in until that liquid absorbs in, until the stock absorbs in, and then you start again then with another ladle full in. You keep doing that until the stock is all gone.
So how long does it take?
It'll normally take about 25-30 minutes. Wow, so it's a bit
labour intensive while you're cooking.
And the pearl barley side of it is normally about 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
So you'd be literally just ladling this in and doing this until it all absorbs.
You can see the liquid still in there. You wait till that comes down, and then you go in with your other ladle.
Okay, and then what are you putting into your peas and bacon?
Yeah, I've got the leeks in already. With the next ladle full, and then we put in our peas, frozen peas, just. Okay. And beforehand, I've fried off a little bit of...
Let's move it on and pretend it's all getting along.
What we'll do then is... This is, as they say, one I've made earlier.
So basically, you'd put in the bacon.
Put back in the bacon. The peas are already in. Okay. So there's the bacon lardons that I've fried off earlier, and we'll just stir that in. And then with that, if you want now, it's creamy enough looking as it is. But if you want, then you can add in either Parmesan cheese. This is low-fat soft cheese. Okay. So we just add that in, and
you've garlic and onion there as well. You put them in earlier.
There's garlics and shallots, to start with. Okay. But then this is just the end version here now is you mix through the soft cheese into it.
So basically, as you're doing this and you're adding it in as it's going along, it's becoming like this.
Yes, exactly. The grains will plump up and you know, it just makes it nice and full. But there you can see now that's starting to come nice and creamy, and we'll just turn off the heat on that now. And
I suppose, obviously, if it's going to be as labour-intensive as that and you're standing there for 25 minutes, make a nice big pot of it that you can have for a few days.
Yeah, exactly.
Or freeze it. Or
well, you can freeze it, yeah, or keep it in the fridge the following day as well. But then that's basically come to an end, and then if we want, we can...
That's amazing, though, that when you were plastering in your business, that you'd no real passion for cooking.
No, definitely not.
Literally just moving down, growing the vegetables, and then you have your cookbook, and it's Calzo Cooks. And I have to say, I was looking through your book, and it looks very easy and very simple, and you're giving nice, easy ways of doing stuff, and some lovely, lovely menus in it. They really
well,
are.
basically, I just tried to simplify the recipes that I was trying out, and not have the technical terms going, you know what I mean? It's
a little taste of your little taste, because I love a risotto. I actually really like risotto, but it's interesting.
You'll find it's a nuttier kind of flavour. Yeah, and as I say, it's the healthier alternative.
200 calories less.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Paul, thank you very much for coming in. As I said, it's a lovely book and it's a great story. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Thanks very much.
Studio.
Do you know what? I wanted to recommend that cookery book by Paul Callahan, Calzo. Really good, healthy, easy to follow recipes.
Calzo Cooks.
Calzo Cooks. Really good book.
Great story as well. Well done to
really
him.
good story.
Bouncing back. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.
Bye.